One West, 125th Street. Look, y'all put y'all faith in presidents like they gon' change this country. Run the league and let y'all play cause y'all gon' make money. Fuck Obama, he ain't come here on cargo slave ship. What the fuck he do for blacks in his administration? I'm waiting, patient like a saint. Black, Hispanic, Native, they hate your ass the same. Hate Christ in they image, paint you as a slave. God ain't all love, scriptures say he hate. African soul niggas, they know we not the same. School to prison pipeline to get you off the streets. Put you in the cell toilet connected to the sink. Molested as a kid, she prostituted as a teen. The byproduct of Martin Luther King dream. They just took the yoke off, my nigga, we ain't free. We living bleak in these wastelands of poverty. If you don't know the truth, then the lie sound promising. Prophecy, gift and the curse. Dylan started killing, they was sitting in church. Black folk forgave him, man, this shit is absurd. You should never love your enemy, that shit ain't gon' work. Yeah, fuck dying on your knees, you better die in glory. Man, I joined the UPK, taught me the art of warring. I took a nigga life like mine to be recognized. I feel that pain every day, it can't be reconciled. Pops banging, my sister a prostitute. My brother got life, and somehow I still found the truth. War ready, no cowards, no excuse. Fuck reparations, you can't bandage no open wounds. Blood on the leaves, body swing hung from a noose. I was on a run in Nashville and I found the truth. I called the school, classes being held by the shot on my life. I want to be a gangster like a cop. Do this for my brothers, real brotherhood. Everything we do, we got it out this book. My nigga, I can never be no African. UPK the only authorized acronym. I'm passionate about my brothers and sisters. We in hell, I ain't got nothing against them. That's another religion. If it ain't under your honor, any murdered by them and got a hug from your honor. That's the way out for a coward in my observation. They don't fear the Lord, they indoctrinated. Wolves in sheep clothing, Joe Osteen. Real priests bringing back black royalty. One West on my headpiece, rank and order. Can't let them trick me off the streets, I gotta raise my daughter. I got brothers at the border ducking ICE agents. I got the name change, it was life changing. My family thought it was a game, put on all black, they said I was going through a phase. There's more of us in jail than it was slaves. Chose by the Lord, we could never be the same. Soon as they born, the wicked go astray. They left the truth, they wasn't with us anyway. Niggas weak, they just saying anything to be truthful. We don't want no cowards anyway. Look, coronavirus, that's a plague. You don't get too much sleep when you waking up the dead. First camp, I cut off all my dreads. I took an oath when that oil hit my head. Niggas capping like they lids. I'm a priest, I never stick no fork in no pig. I was dead till I found out how to live. This brotherhood taught me how to be a man. I came back to my roots, I had to dig. A couple gaps I had to bridge. I got a rib, I'm married to this work. You wanna serve the Lord, he ain't in the Christian church. Came back to my roots, I had to dig. A couple gaps I had to bridge. I got a rib, I'm married to this work. You wanna serve the Lord, he ain't in the Christian church.
Let's get the people something they can hear as they veer to the left, but it's best that they hang with the right every day. Last night, took flight in the bucket, fuck it. We busting down doors, never trust hoes with the busted down toes. We cutting down bros, they fussing, eat crow, cause fuck them, Eve, no. They part of the clientele, everybody ain't built for this shit. They try and fail, thinking if we shop on the Sabbath, they buy and sell, when really you might as well. It's a cold day in hell times 2. You're the seed of your father, nigga, not a part you. I'm a few scenes in the anime, they cartoons. One body heart, pulled through the melanin. Refusal of the medicine is slaughtered to my brethren. Perpetual middle fingers pointed at your reverend. Until the day I died, it's my regiment. You worry about the Nephilim. I'm focused on my daughters in Michigan Flint. Barely can part with the rent, but still off of they 10%. 10%. Though the situation's grim, JoJo with the poses. The Lord is a man of war, his habitation. Goshen, this hell is the lowest. Hear our voices and see our choices. You're better off with the roaches. They fucking you with a Trojan. You call it a bed of roses, all sacrilegious and bogus. They voted. You thought you was the shit when really you's the toilet. Insanity repeated. Hey, but a nigga seek it, we can see it once again. To this European demon, go to war in the pandemic. Freedom is San Quentin, common war. Makata's our soldiers to the last minute. But these thuggies and huggies quicker to split in a dungeon. Commander General Johanna Razors, Rufus and Ruddy hit the dirt. Bottom of fringes in my boots is getting muddy. But the money ain't a thing unless my brother's good. That's brotherhood is understood. Laying out the underwood, nothing but aggression till our oppressor is underfoot. This is my confession, sharpen my weapon by studying the book. You ain't gotta go through academy to bite the bullet. Gangsta and disciple music, like a Nazarite would do it. You can hide from war, but those that seek to save their life will lose it. Wonder why these white folks is ruling, cause we put them Edomites in charge. Cap locked to it, reestablish his contract with God.
I ain't got opinions, I just take orders. Too easy to be a coward, I can't change garments. Same story like Adam and Eve. Found out they was naked, try to sow some leaves. I'm just trying to sow what I reap. If the blind lead the blind, then that hole gon' be deep. It's the work of the Lord, God roll up my sleeves. Went from digging up evil nigga and rolling up weed. I know what I see. My people destroyed y'all. Who gave you that white image? People destroyed y'all. Feel like Marvin Gaye. Tell me what's going on. Yesterday I seen this black man on the overdose. Same day DMX died. Hell is cold. If you value what they teach, you'll never grow. Black man got more value than precious gold. Be careful what this world is. Snatch your soul.
All right. So we live. Hey, Shalom Shabbat Thumb to all the brothers. Shalom Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shalom Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Thumb to all the brothers. Shalom Yahweh Shemar Allah Thumb Hashem Yahweh to all the sisters. This is the ISUPK, Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Started at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. You know what I'm saying? With priest and officer Mott is, you know what I'm saying, holding down this class. Holding down this class with priest and officer Barak. You know what I'm saying? If you have any questions, you know what I'm saying, type them in. Make sure you type in your questions, you know, anything that you want to know. You know what I'm saying? Just type them in. You have any questions, make sure you type them in. All right. Give you a couple seconds for that. Also, make sure you like and share the class, man. Make sure you pushing out this truth, you know what I'm saying? That's one way you can help this truth, you know, grow. It might be somebody in your friend zone, you know what I'm saying, that needs to hear this. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not feeding you what you need in the Christian church. You know what I'm saying? They're not giving you that good fruit. You know what I'm saying? They're not giving you rivers of living water. You know what I'm saying? They're not giving you the hard truth. You know what I'm saying? That nobody really wants to hear. Nobody wants to hear that what? Nobody wants to hear about going to war. You know what I'm saying? Right. But in the ISUPK, we pray for that. Best believe we pray for that. You know what I'm saying? We pray for the destruction of our enemies. You know what I'm saying? We pray for the fall of Babylon.
Right.
You know, the spiritually, Sodom and Gomorrah, spiritually, America. You know what I'm saying? America is spiritually Sodom and Gomorrah. Is Babylon. You know what I'm saying? The whore that sits upon many waters. That's America, man. America needs to fall. Pray for America to fall, man. Pray for the third World War, World War III. You know what I'm saying? Pray for that. You know what I'm saying? Because we've been going to war every day in America in American soil. You know what I'm saying? In our own neighborhoods with the police, with the racist ass, white people. You know what I'm saying? With the so-called white man. You know what I'm saying? We've been going to war with them. You know what I'm saying? And we've also been going to war with each other. And that's why we need classes like this. You know what I'm saying? Brotherhood class. You know what I'm saying? We need to stop going to war with each other. You want to know why you hate your brother? You want to know why you kill your brother? Why you selling drugs to each other? Why you murdering your babies at Planned Parenthood? It's because of the white man. You know what I'm saying? It's because of the so-called the oppressor. That's why. The reason why you murder your children, the reason why we're at war with each other, is because of the so-called oppressor, man. The oppressor has given us, has told us that you are different, that you are two nations. You know what I'm saying? That you are different nations. But really, blacks and Hispanics, you are brothers. You know what I'm saying? You are brothers. One Spanish speaking, the other one's what? English. You know what I'm saying? But y'all both brothers. You know what I'm saying? We come from the same nation, the same father, the same lineage. You know what I'm saying? As our fathers. You know what I'm saying? Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You know what I'm saying? And who else can understand oppression besides us? You know what I'm saying? We understand what we've gone through in America. You understand what it is, seeing blue and red lights behind your car. You know what I'm saying? Flashing around you. And when the cop, puts his siren on, it's like, damn, do I got warrants? You know what I'm saying? Are they coming for me? Did I do something wrong? Is my tags expired? Like, what could it be? It's like we criminalize ourselves, you know what I'm saying, when we really don't do anything wrong. But that's how America has, that's what America teaches you, is that you're the criminal, the criminal, and they are the what? The heroes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When that's a lie, man. I'm gonna tell you something, man. The greatest hero, that ever walked the face of this earth was a black man.
Right.
Named Yahawashah, your king. You know what I'm saying? And to hear and to be told that the one that you worship as Christ is a lie. You know what I'm saying? And your enemy is telling you this. You know what I'm saying? It's like your enemy is telling you to worship this image. You know what I'm saying? Worship this white, Christ. You know what I'm saying? Caesar Borgia. You know what I'm saying? They're telling you to worship this image, and they destroy you with that image. Another sign of what you call what's called in the Bible the mark of the beast. You know what I'm saying? That's that image. That's that image of the beast. You know what I'm saying? In your head, that's what you see. When you see, salvation, you see a Caucasian man. You know what I'm saying? But you never see that image. You know what I'm saying? Give me Revelations 1:13, or verse 1:1. You know what I'm saying? Because this is important to know who is coming because it is at hand. You know what I'm saying? It is about that time where we're at closer and closer to the end. To the end of what? The end of this oppression, man. I don't know who I don't know who wants to continue in this oppression. I don't know who. I don't know no one besides Christians who feel comfortable living in this oppression. You know what I'm saying? They're the only ones that make it comfortable for you in America. You know what I'm saying? They're the ones that give you the pacifier. They're the ones that put you to sleep with that dream, that dreamer of dreams. You know what I'm saying? They put you to sleep with that, with these false, you know what I'm saying? False these lies, nothing but lies is what they feed you, and you eat them. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Parag.
The book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 1. The revelation of Yahushua Mashiach,
Right,
which the Most High gave unto him, to
right.
show unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass.
Which must surely come to pass, man. There are things that are gonna happen, and there are things that are happening now. You know what I'm saying? There are things that are gonna happen, have happened, already happened, and you are living in them. You're living in them. You know what I'm saying? But this right here, what we're trying to get is the revelation of Jesus Christ, Yahushua Mashiach in the Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? Skip down to verse 13.
Verse 13. And in the midst of the seven candlesticks.
And Salak, if I could. You know what I'm saying? What does revelation mean? You know what I'm saying? For any of you, for all of you that are watching, what does revelation mean? What's the definition of what's the root word in revelation? Go ahead.
To reveal.
To reveal, right? That's what it means. Revelation means to reveal. What are we revealing? Christ's image. You know what I'm saying? Never in my life have I heard about the image of Christ. You know what I'm saying? But they put them every December 25th, December, all throughout December, they'll show you, you know, what Christ looks like. You know what I'm saying? They'll give you a image, you know what I'm saying? But is it the real image? You know what I'm saying? Is it the true image of Christ? Or what consists, right? To reveal, right? To reveal. What image are they revealing? You know what I'm saying? Are they revealing this image? Do they ever go? Does your Christian pastor ever go to the Bible and tell you what Christ looks like? Why they painted him like that? Go ahead, Brock.
Verse 13, Revelation chapter 1 and verse 13. And in the midst of the seven candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot.
Right. Clothed with a garment. Right? Go ahead.
And girt about the paps with a golden girdle.
With a golden girdle. He had a garment with a golden war belt. That's what he had. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Verse 14. His head and his hairs.
Right, his head and his hairs. His hairs on his head and his face. Go ahead.
Were white like wool.
Were white like wool. Right? Two things, right? Two descriptions, right? That they're giving. One is the color, the other is the texture, right? White like wool, right? Now, if you know what wool is, right? You know that wool does not look like, let me see if I could pull it up, right? Wool does not look oh man. Let me see if I can share the screen again. There you go. So this is wool right here. Right? This right here is wool. Now, if you just type in Google, right, Christ, what's the image that you get? Look at that. Look at that. This is what's being taught all throughout the world. You know what I'm saying? This image, is that woolly hair? That is not woolly hair right here. I don't know. Keep going.
Come. As white as snow.
As white as snow. That is blonde right there. That's what you seen right there. Blonde or yellow. You know what I'm saying? It looks like just keep going.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Flame of fire. What is that? What do you see right here? Blue, baby blue. You know what I'm saying? Soft. When it says his eyes were as a flame of fire, how are you relating the Bible to this image? This image is false, man. This image is a lie. What you see in this image right here, that's what you. Hold on. Let's see if I could close this one. I gotta open one more time. I was showing you on full size. One more time. There you go. Let's see what. All right, there you go. That image right there. You know what I'm saying? Blue eyes, blonde hair, no wool. None whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? That looks like, you know what I'm saying? That's white supremacy live in the flesh. You know what I'm saying? That's white supremacy. That's the spirit of white supremacy right here. You know what I'm saying? And what you read in the Bible is completely different. You know what I'm saying? What you read in the Bible is not for everyone. You know what I'm saying? How do you know it's not for everyone? Because everyone else, all religions are trying to join everyone to this Bible. You know what I'm saying? All religion does is try to join all nations to this Bible. You know what I'm saying? But the Bible is separate. You know what I'm saying? The Bible is a book of records of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, of who they are in the Bible, right? The Israelites according to the Bible, right? It describes who they are and, you know, how to live. You know what I'm saying? How to serve the Most High, right? The world doesn't want to serve the Most High because what image are they giving you? You know what I'm saying? The Christian church does not want to serve the Most High because what image are they giving you? You know what I'm saying? Besides that, they're breaking God's laws. You know what I'm saying? Give me Revelations real quick. Oh, actually, finish that first.
Come. Revelation chapter 1, verse 15. And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace.
Right. And his feet were like unto fine brass. You know what I'm saying? If you ever seen brass, it's like just take out a penny and just polish it. You know what I'm saying? Clean all that. You know, you got a dirty penny, clean all that or polish it, and it's fine. You know what I'm saying? And then it said what after?
As if they burned in a furnace.
As if it burned in a furnace. If you burn anything, what color does it turn? Black. That image that we just shown, right? That image is not black. You know what I'm saying? That's not a black man. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
And his voice as the sound of many waters.
Right, and his voice was the sound of many waters. You know what I'm saying? But when you hear him on Hollywood, you know what I'm saying, on your own TV, on in Telemundo or Univision, you know, every December, right? What do you hear? Ay, nombre del Padre, de Dios, Espíritu Santo, Amen. You know what I'm saying? That's all you hear. It's like, you know, soft, easy, you know. Nah, man. Christ was not like that. Christ was a man. A man. This image right here, this is the image that you're worshiping. You know what I'm saying? This right here. This is the image that you're worshiping. That is a soft homosexual right there. That's the image. That's the image right there. You know what I'm saying? And then you wonder why the Christian church is full of homosexuals. You know what I'm saying? Because look at who they're worshiping, right? They're not worshiping the true king. You know what I'm saying? The true Yahweh, right? The true Jesus Christ, right? They're not worshiping the real Jesus Christ. Why? Because they're worshiping their own image. You know what I'm saying? They're worshiping what the oppressor allows them to worship. You know what I'm saying? That's why we can't even say, you know, we are the real Jews. Because automatically, you know what I'm saying, we get shut down. You know what I'm saying? We can't say who the real devil of the Bible is. But guess what? We will. We'll say it for you. And it's the white man. It's that this right here. That's the devil right there. What does devil mean, Prod? Deceiver. What has this image done to our people?
Deceived our people.
It has deceived our people, right? This image is the devil. That's what you're worshiping. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to help you out. I'm trying to help you out. But you want to worship the devil. You know what I'm saying? The deceiver. You know what I'm saying? You want to worship paleface. That's what you want to worship. But you don't want to worship a black man that goes by the name of Yahweh Mashiach. Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? Who the world knows as Jesus Christ. Right? Give me Revelations. Go to Revelations. You know what? Go to Revelations chapter 22, verse. Start at verse 19.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 2. It's like a 22 and verse 19.
It's like 18.
And verse 18. For I testify unto every man that heareth the words of the prophecy of this book, if any man shall add unto these things, the Most High shall add unto him the plagues that are written in this book.
The what?
The plagues that are written in this book.
One more time.
For I testify unto every man that heareth the words of the prophecy of this book. If any man shall add unto these things, the Most High shall add unto him the plagues that are written in this book.
Right. Keep going.
And if any man shall take away from the book the words of this book, it's like it. And if any man shall take away the words of the book of this prophecy, the Most High shall take away his part out of the book of life.
Right. Hold it right there. Right. If any man shall take away from the words of this book, of the book of this prophecy. You know what I'm saying? If any man shall take away from the words of the book of this prophecy, God shall take away his part out of the book of life. Man, that's heavy. That is so heavy, man. Like, and if you notice, what's a Christian's favorite Bible? Go ahead.
The New International Version, NIV.
The NIV. a translated version. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because they want to change the prophecies of this book. When I say change, they want to change is because they don't understand the words of this book. If you don't understand the words of this book, what do? Just like when you don't understand how to properly take out a bullet out of someone, you know what I'm saying, or how to, do some medical, take care of someone, you know what I'm saying. If you don't know how to heal someone out of their illness, what do? You gotta ask for someone who knows about it, right? Or you gotta, or for instance, right? I know everybody does this. You know what I'm saying? I know everyone has done this for sure, right? When you get sick, who's the first person you call? Your mother or your grandmother, or sometimes even your father, right? You talk to someone who knows about some medicines, you know what I'm saying? Some herbs, you know what I'm saying? You call them, right? Or you call, or for instance, right? Another example. When you don't know how to, let's say, how to fix your car's engine, you know what I'm saying? For instance, we'll say something simple, right? How to fix a tire. You don't know how to fix a tire. What do? You take it to the mechanic, right? The mechanic knows how to what? Fix your tire. Knows how to what? Change your spark plug. You know, knows how to go inside to the engine and fix the problem. You know what I'm saying? But what does a Christian church do? A Christian church doesn't ask no one. They make up their own, you know what I'm saying, manual. They make up their own book. They make up their own, you know what? It's not even flat. You know what I'm saying? Or you know what? It's not even it doesn't need what do they say? Or it's like it doesn't need to you don't need a new tire. You just need to put more air in it. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Parag.
Like, I was just gonna say, it's heavy that you bring that out. I was looking for the verse. The NIV takes out 16 verses out of the Bible, and one of the verses is Matthew 18:11, where it says, "The Son of Man has come to save that which was lost."
Man.
Like one of the most important verses,
right?
Understanding who Christ came for.
Right.
So, and of course, a lot of these other verses, I was going into it. A lot of these other verses that they took out are extremely important too. So it just goes to show you that there is an agenda that the Christian church has. And like you said, they're not trying to fix the problem. They just, like you said, they're just putting more air in the tire where eventually that tire is going to leak that air back out.
Right. Like you basically riding off of on just rims. that's all you're doing. You're like waiting to cause an accident. That's what you're doing. That's what the Christian does. You know what I'm saying? The Christian church doesn't fix your problems. They just make your problems, they make you feel like your problems are gone. And then later on in your life, you find out that they were never gone. You know what I'm saying? You just were told lies. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Parag.
No, I was just going to say, it reminds me a lot about that scripture that says that they're like pouring wine into a vessel that's got a hole in it. You can pour as much wine as you want to in there, but it's not going to do nobody no good. It's just going to fall right out.
Right. Most definitely. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's they're you can't, they cannot help you. You know what I'm saying? Christian church cannot help you. Why? Because they're not telling you about the prophecies that are to come. You know what I'm saying? They're not telling you about to get ready. You know what I'm saying? Prepare yourselves. You know what I'm saying? Manager Ariana already put out the order, you know what I'm saying, to everybody to get yourselves together. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that you guys are taken care of. Make sure you got, a generator, batteries, cash at hand. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what a true leader does. You know what I'm saying? A true prophet, of the Lord does. You know what I'm saying? It's a watchman. You know what I'm saying? A true prophet of the Most High is a watchman, vigilant, sober. You know what I'm saying? Ready, stays ready. You know what I'm saying? And is blowing the horn. You know what I'm saying? Give me a where it says I have set watchmen among you that shall that shows, you know, speak of the Lord day and night, or that shall not be quiet day or night. Go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you got it, or let me know whenever you got it, right? But like I was saying, you know what I'm saying? Like and that's what we build in here, man. And that's real brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? Telling your people the truth. You know what I'm saying? Why would you tell your people a lie for self-gain? You know what I'm saying? Or for their or to help them out. Only one of them, right? It's for their self-gain, right? Because they're selfish, right? Like Ezekiel in the I believe the 34th chapter says, right? You know, they do not feed the flock, but they feed themselves. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Parag, whenever you got it.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 62, and verse 6. I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night.
They shall never hold their what?
Their peace.
Their peace. But guess who wants peace? Martin Luther King wants peace. With who? With the slave master. You know what I'm saying? He wants the sons of slave masters and the daughters of slaves to join together in the table of brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? They want us to join it with the other nations. You know what I'm saying? But when when, you know, when we're going through hell, you know what I'm saying? When we're going through when we're in trouble, nobody comes to our aid. But when another nation is in trouble, you know what I'm saying? When another nation, for example, right? When Asians were catching hell from that whole coronavirus, you know what I'm saying? To even Trump saying the kung fu virus, right? Something like that. They had to make a movement of saying stop Asian hate, right? But when we say I can't breathe, the police automatically make shirts of what? I can breathe. I can breathe. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to mock us. You know what I'm saying? Or when we say Black Lives Matter, they say all lives matter. Blue lives matter. You know what I'm saying? They automatically go against us. You know what I'm saying? And it's been like that since from the beginning, from the womb. You know what I'm saying? It's been like that since the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Since we were wrestling in our mother's, you know what I'm saying? We've been fighting constantly. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be like that. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? There's always a nation that is greater than the other. You know what I'm saying? And you've been lied to, right? You've been lied to. And now even in the church in the not the churches, but the schools, they're trying to say, right? They're not trying to what's that critical race theory, right? They're not trying to teach you that. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to teach you about your history. But you know whose history they want to teach? They'll rather teach their own. I believe I kind of, I don't want to say, look, I like remember, but I don't remember. I want to say in school they were back then they were teaching about manifest destiny. Kind of I like in the history books is what I'm talking about, right? The sister said, Veronica said, that's why they're going through COVID and other plagues, right, sis? Most, that's a heavy point. You know what I'm saying? They are going through COVID and through, other plagues. You know what I'm saying? And there's plenty more plagues to come. You know what I'm saying? These are the beginning of what the Bible calls sorrows. You know what I'm saying? The beginning of sorrows. And it's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? To see your enemy fall. You know what I'm saying? When all you've heard, you know what I'm saying? When all history ever teaches you is how, we've been slaves, how we've been, oppressed. And even after slavery, you see your people at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got one or two black governors. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got one or two, brothers that are out the hood, right? They are making it at, they're they're prospering. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? It doesn't change the fact that we're all still struggling. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the only thing that I would wish, it's like that I would pray for. You know what I'm saying? That we all make it out. And that's what we're over here talking. That's what we talk about over here. You know what I'm saying? That the destruction, the fall of one kingdom is the rise of another. Seeing Esau's kingdom fall, guess what? Is the beginning of your kingdom, black man, Hispanic man. When Esau's kingdom is gone, guess what? That's when a new kingdom will emerge. You know what I'm saying? A new kingdom will be born. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be black, Hispanics, and Native Americans ruling. You know what I'm saying? Am I lying? Let's get some proof on that. Right? Give me Second Esdras, chapter 6, or is it 6 and 9? Slack, hold on. Give me a second. Yeah, good. Go ahead. Read verse 9.
This is the book of Second Ezra, chapter 6 and verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed.
Right. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Esau's world is coming to an end. You see it. It's like you can see it. It's not, it's not too far from you. You know what I'm saying? Like you could see America falling. You know what I'm saying? You should have been seeing it when a bunch of white devils, you know what I'm saying, stormed into the Capitol. You know what I'm saying? You should have been seeing it ever since, America has been going to war with all these other nations. You know what I'm saying? You should have been seeing it, man. Commanding General Yohana has been prophesying this, man. That the Third World War is coming, man. To prepare yourself. You know what I'm saying? One woe has passed, and two more come after. You know what I'm saying? Like it's right in front of you. The problem is that you haven't caught on to it. You know what I'm saying? Or Salakia, more so, your pastor hasn't taught you about it. You know what I'm saying? We haven't been learning about this. You know what I'm saying? But in the ISUPK, we've been teaching you this. The problem is that you don't want to listen to the priest and prophet. You know what I'm saying? You want to listen to yourself. You want to worship yourself. You know what I'm saying? Skip down to verse 54.
Verse 54. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen.
And the what?
The people also whom thou hast chosen.
And the people also whom thou hast chosen. Man, the Most High has chose you, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, to rule over this earth, man. To get rulership. You know what I'm saying? The earth that is beneath you is yours, man. You rule this earth. You would make, man. You would make this world a better place. This world would be a better place if it was just only blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And best believe it's gonna be a time where it's gonna be only us in rulership. You know what I'm saying? It's only gonna be us that they're gonna have to see. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be us that they're gonna have to face. You know what I'm saying? Instead of us facing them. You know what I'm saying? Like, what kind of thing is that? You know what I'm saying? What kind of thing is teaching blacks and Hispanics that you gotta love everyone? You know what I'm saying? If you love everyone, then you hate your brother. Right? If you love all nations, then you hate your brother. Why? Why do I say that? Because you don't see Asians ever, coming together with America or coming together, with trying to vote a president in to stoop to their needs. You know what I'm saying? To help them out. What do Asians do? What do Koreans, Chinese, what do the Arabs do? They get together. What does the so-called Jewish man do? They all get together and they talk and they work out their own issues together. Not only that, but they'll make a whole city for themselves and only employ themselves, their brothers. You know what I'm saying? Their people. And live off of you, though. You know what I'm saying? Market everything for you. And guess what? We go in there and we put those what do they call them? Dashikis. You know what I'm saying? We put on their culture. Right? We put on their culture and forget about ours. You know what I'm saying? We eat their food and we forget about ours. We go and give our money. You know what I'm saying? We help their business grow and forget about our own business. That's not love, man. That's not love. That's not showing brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? Giving your love to all these other nations is not brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? Brotherhood is being amongst your own. You know what I'm saying? Being with your own people. You know what I'm saying? Blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans, you need to come together, man. Zephaniah 2:1 says, "Gather yourselves together, O nation not desired." We don't desire ourselves enough to stop murdering each other. We don't desire ourselves enough to build our business, our communities. You know what I'm saying? To clean up our neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? We don't desire ourselves enough. But guess what? In the ISUPK, we do. In the ISUPK under Commander General Hana, we desire ourselves. It is our office to do that. You know what I'm saying? It is our job to do that. You know what I'm saying? Khan, to make you feel good, they don't want the Most High to come. Khan, sis. You know what I'm saying? It's like, read that again from the top?
Okay.
Or it's like read verse 55.
Verse 55. It's like in 2nd Ezra chapter 6 and verse 55. All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sake.
For who?
For our sake.
For our sakes. This world is for you, man. This world is for you. You know what I'm saying? Good, keep going.
Verse 56. As for the other people, which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing.
They are what?
Nothing.
They are nothing. You know what I'm saying? This is the Lord speaking to at Salakia. It's actually hold on. See who's speaking here. This is Ezra speaking. This is Ezra speaking, man. And you can understand the frustration. You know what I'm saying? And that's how every priest and prophet should move. You know what I'm saying? With the same with the spirit of the frustration of seeing all these other nations above you, seeing that this world is yours, seeing that you were given the earth to rule, but the world is now given to who? Keep going. She gonna talk. It's like he gonna talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Verse 56. Verse
56.
Middle of verse 56. Salaki. Thou hast said that they are nothing, but be like unto spittle, and hast likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel.
Right. They are like unto spittle. They are nothing, man. These are the nations, the people that you look up to, they are nothing. The people that you love, that's nothing. You're loving spittle. That's what you love. You know what I'm saying? You love spittle. You love a pile of shit. That's what you love. You know what I'm saying? Salaki, excuse me for my language, you know what I'm saying? But that's what you love, you know what I'm saying? You love this image right here. You know what I'm saying? You love that image. You prefer him than your own brother. You know what I'm saying? You prefer this image than your own brother, than your own carnal. You know what I'm saying? Tu hermano. Keep going.
Verse 57. And now, O Lord, behold, these heathen, which have ever been reputed as nothing.
Man, read that last part, that first part again.
And now, O Lord, behold, these heathen.
Right, these heathen. You know what I'm saying? And now, Lord, behold, these heathen. Go ahead.
Which have ever been reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords over us and to devour us.
Man, these heathen who have been nothing, reputed as nothing, have begun to be Lord over us and to devour us, to destroy us, to change the image of the priests and prophets of the Lord to their likeness. You know what I'm saying? Because now, when you hear about God, what pops into your mind? When you hear about God, what pops into your mind? You know what I'm saying? Well, who do you see? Who do you pray to when you close your eyes? Right? When you're kneeling down, who do you pray to? You pray to this image. You know what I'm saying? That's where, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be surprised in a couple of years they'll pray to, Dylan Ruth. But damn that, not while we're living. You know what I'm saying? Not while we're living. You know what I'm saying? Blacks and Hispanics, you gotta separate yourself from this image right here, man. That's Amber Geiger right there. That's Dylan Ruth. That's that's everyone that we feel sympathy for, but never feel sympathy for the victims. You know what I'm saying? We don't feel for our brothers that are at the border. You know what I'm saying? You don't feel love for the brothers, or you don't feel pain for the brothers and the sisters that are locked up in cages, but you could feel pain. You know what I'm saying? For Ukraine. You could feel pain for Ukraine, for the children in Ukraine. Oh man, they had to kiss their children goodbye. But the Salvadorians, the Cubans, the Puerto Ricans, you know what I'm saying? The Colombians, you know what I'm saying? They're all trying to run from persecution. They're all trying to run from a war that's inside their own neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? That's in their own country. And they're all trying to run over here. You know what I'm saying? And what do? You lock them up in cages. You know what I'm saying? You lock them up in cages. You take them showers with boiling water. You know what I'm saying? You molest them. You murder them. You oppress them. You torture them for your self-pleasure, man. And that's why America needs to fall, man. That's why America needs to fall, right? Give me John 4:22.
This is the book of John, chapter 4, verse 22. Ye worship, ye know not what. We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews.
Right. You worship, you know not what. We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews. This is who you worship. Guess what? We not worshiping that image. You know what I'm saying? Damn that. You know what that image is? We use that to clean our boots. That's what we use that image for. To clean our boots. You know what I'm saying? That's the only good purpose for that image. You know what I'm saying? We don't have it hanged up on a wall for to be worshipped. You know what I'm saying? That and the what's the other one? Virgin Mary, La Virgen María, or La Virgen de Guadalupe, como le quieran llamar, right? Esa imagen, that image, man, we don't worship that image over here either. You know what I'm saying? That we got that image tied up in a rope. You know what I'm saying? By the neck. You know what I'm saying? We got that image on the floor. That's where that image belongs, in the garbage. You know what I'm saying? That image does not deserve to be hung up. Why? Because in the name of Christianity, this image has enslaved so many of my people. That image has destroyed, has lynched, has murdered. You know what I'm saying? Has raped so many of my people. And you deserve, and you want to have respect for this image, man. Damn that image, man. You worship, you don't know what you worshiping. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what you're reading. You don't understand the Bible. You know what I'm saying? That's why you gotta humble yourself and come into these classes, man. Stop thinking that you know something, because guess what? You don't know nothing. And now that you seeing that everybody's talking about a third world war, you mentally are not prepared to handle that. I'm gonna tell you now. If you are in the world, you're not prepared for what's to come. You know what I'm saying? You weren't prepared for the plague. You weren't prepared for COVID-19. Best believe you're not gonna be prepared for a third world war. No one, I don't believe anybody knows where to go. You know what I'm saying? Where to hide, what to do. Why? Because you put your faith in flesh, in men. We put our trust in the Most High. but you can't say the same thing. Why? Because you don't even know the Most High. You don't know the image that you're worshiping. You build your house on sand, while this house is being built on a rock, solid, firme. You know what I'm saying? Slaki. The sister said to make you feel like what, Slaki? To make you feel good, they don't want the Most High to come. Con. Slaki, I think I read that already. But you know what I'm saying? It's only, it's right in front of you, man. Nobody wants the Most High to come. You know what I'm saying? If you go to Revelations 20, you know what I'm saying? It'll tell you how, all these other nations don't want the Most High to. Actually, let's get that real quick. Right? Let's get Revelations chapter 20. Let me get there with you. Give me Revelations 20 and start at 9.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 20 and verse 9. And they went up on the breadth of the earth and compassed the camp of the saints about, and the beloved city, and fire came down from God out of heaven and devoured them. And the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophet are, and shall be tormented day and night forever and ever.
Right, keep going.
And verse 11. And I saw a great white throne.
Right, this is a vision. Right, keep going.
And him that sat on it, from whose face, and him that sat on it, from whose face the earth and the heaven fled away.
The heaven and the earth. Right, first, right, the first thing you got to know, right, it says a great white throne. Right, great white throne, meaning it was pure, clean, it was perfect. You know what I'm saying? The throne had order. You know what I'm saying? Had order, and it was obedient. It was clean, it was righteous. You know what I'm saying? And I saw a great white throne and him that sat on it. You know what I'm saying? That him is the Most High, from whose face the earth. You know what I'm saying? Who faced the earth and the heaven fled away. The earth and the heaven are the governments. You know what I'm saying? The earth is the low earth. The earth is like the low governments. You know what I mean? The low governments that serve the other governments, like Japan, China, Africa. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like these small those are small governments. And heaven is like, the ones who are in charge of the world, like America, Rome, you know what I'm saying? All these other, these big, you know what I'm saying? The Vatican, you know what I'm saying? Those are who the earth, the earth and the heaven, these low governments and high governments, the ones that are in charge, they are fleeing. Why are they fleeing? You know what I'm saying? The earth and the heaven, it's like the face, the earth and the heaven fled away. There was there was found no place for them. You know what I'm saying? Why did they leave? Why were they running? They were running because there was no place for them to take charge. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have no more place of rulership. You know what I'm saying? Read verse 12.
Verse 12. And I saw the dead, small and great,
Right.
stand.
So like, go ahead.
And I saw the dead, small and great, stand before the Most High, and the books were opened.
Right. The small and great, right? The dead, right? Small and great. You know what I'm saying? You got your Oprah, and you got your brother, the brother that's sleeps on the curbside, you know what I'm saying? Or you got small and great. Everybody's going in, you know what I'm saying? And there were what? There were before the Most High, and the books were opened. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Which is the book of life.
Which is the book of life. Keep going.
And the dead were judged out of those things which were written in the books according to their works.
Right. And this is what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? This is Judgment Day. And this is a day where you want to prepare yourself for this day. You know what I'm saying? You really want to prepare yourself for this day because everybody's going in. Small or great. Doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Cartoons put it like, if you have money, you could pay your way into heaven. You know what I'm saying? Not in this case, not with the Most High, right? Your works, right, is not your money. You know what I'm saying? Your works, right? What did it say? The books were opened. All these books that are being opened are records of that the angels took while you were in earth, right? Before, right? Before you face the Most High, right? These books are being opened, and the Most High is seeing everything that you've done. Okay, this, it's just like court. You gotta look at it like court. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so you've gone, you've been in and out of jail. All right, I see that. You know what I'm saying? You did community service. You know what I'm saying? You work. You did this amount of time for probation. You know what I'm saying? You violated your probation. Okay, I see that. Can we trust you? You know what I'm saying? Out in the streets? No, we can't. You know what? All right, then you go. You're getting this amount of years for this crime. Or okay, I see you've been working hard. You know what I'm saying? I see you went back to school. I see you've done this. You know what I'm saying? I see you're doing all, you're doing good. You look like we can trust you. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it's being done. You know what I'm saying? The Most High is opening up the books, you know what I'm saying? And seeing what you have done in this earth. You know what I'm saying? And that is the lake of fire, right? Guess what? Keep going. Verse 13.
And the sea gave up the dead which were in it.
And the what?
And the sea gave up the dead which were in it.
The sea is the who? The sea is the what? We read it before, right? The sea is the lake of fire, right? Keep going.
And death and hell were delivered up the dead. And death and hell delivered up the dead which were in them.
Right. The sea is the world. You know what I'm saying? The world or the people, you know what I'm saying? That will soon be the lake of fire. You know what I'm saying? And it said, right in the beginning, it said, and the sea gave up the dead which were in it, and and death and hell delivered up the dead, where the dead were judged. I jumped up. So like it. And death and hell delivered up the dead which were in them. Right? Keep going.
And they were judged, every man according to their works.
And every man according to his works. Right? Keep going.
And death and hell were cast into the lake of fire.
And what?
And death and hell were cast into the lake of fire.
Keep going.
This is the second death.
This is the what?
The second death.
This is the what?
The second death.
This is the second death. Right? You do not want to be part of that death. You know what I'm saying? Brothers, you come in here, you will escape that. Right? Going through the what? The first death, which is what? What's the first death? First death is leaving that man that you were in the world. You know what I'm saying? Because it could happen. You know what I'm saying? You could be part of that lake of fire. You could be part of that world where you see how everybody's being, afraid. Everybody's afraid, confused, don't know how to move. Everybody's like, it's just crazy how in Arizona, fentanyl pills are just so big. It's like the first thing someone comes up to you and they ask, it's like, hey, do you got some change? I was like, I'm like, I really don't carry cash, you know what I'm saying? And he's like, all right. He's like, he's about to walk away. He turns around, he's like, hey, you fuck with perks? You know what I'm saying? It's like, you mess with perks? I'm like, no. And then he's like, that's when he was like, oh, okay. He just walks away. And that's how everyone is now. And it's crazy. It's crazy. You see them all it's like all of McDowell. Everyone on McDowell, everyone on and when I say McDowell, I mean all of McDowell. McDowell, Thomas, and then 27th. It's crazy. It's just crazy. 19th Ave. Where else? It's just crazy, man. That's the Lake of Fire. Lake of Fire is, you in the world. You know what I'm saying? If you weren't on weed, you were bound to get on something else. Why? Because you noticed that weed wasn't enough. You know what I'm saying? You noticed weed wasn't enough? All right, no sweat. You know what? I got to hit up my connect. I got to get some Molly. You know what I'm saying? I got to get some MDMA. I got to get some coke. I got to get something different. I got to get some meth. Some black. You know what I'm saying? Some chiva, lo que sea. Right? Some you know what I'm saying? You're gonna go for something different. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that weed isn't bad enough. Weed is most definitely bad. You know what I'm saying? But you're gonna start doing strange things just to get that drug. When I mean strange, I mean I've heard about the craziest, from sleeping to blowing on you know what I'm saying, to so it's just disgusting. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna try to escape. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because you just don't. You're too in the world. You know what I'm saying? You hear the word of the Most High, then you leave, and now once you leave out of this school, guess what you're gonna get into? You're gonna get into drugs. You're gonna get into prostitution. You're gonna get into all types of whoredom and Sodom, lust. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get into all these things. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? The beauty of this, you know what I'm saying? The beauty of being right. The beautiful thing is that you can get mercy from the Most High, right? You can get mercy from the Most High if you decide to change, right? If you decide to change, if you decide to live the world that you're living in, then you're gonna die with the whole earth. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be part of those nuclear war. You're gonna be part of that war. You're gonna be part of that, lake of fire. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't, I mean, you're gonna burn with the rest of the earth. You know what I'm saying? And that's why it says, the sea gave up the dead. You know what I'm saying? Just like how waves are crashing in the shore, you know what I'm saying? How waves are crashing, and what it spits out what the sea has, that can happen to you. That sea, that sea of people, you can leave the world, man. You can leave the world, right? The thing is that you got to make sure that you make a solid choice. You know what I'm saying? Don't go back and forth. Don't play with this too much, right? Don't test the Most High. Don't test the Most High's patience. You could be in here and not be in here at the same time. You could be here physically, but spiritually, once you leave the doors, what are you doing? You're watching porn. You're doing drugs. You know what I'm saying? You're sleeping with women and putting them away. You know what I'm saying? You're talking to whores. You're doing some disgusting lustful thing. You know what I'm saying? You're doing what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? But you're not serving the Lord, which we talked about this 2 weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? Before you came in here, you were what? You were serving yourself. You know what I'm saying? But once you come in here, you start to what? Serve the Lord. You know what I'm saying? I think that was it on that. Go ahead, read verse 15.
The book of Revelation, chapter 20 and verse 15. And whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire.
Was cast into the what?
The lake of fire.
Was cast into the lake of fire. You weren't written in the book of life. You were cast into the lake of fire, right? Which is what we read before, right? If you take if you add or take away from these prophecies, you know what I'm saying? You will be taken out of the book of life. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I don't hear nothing about the Christian church. Don't like every what are they called? A Jehovah's Witness, right? Almost every Jehovah's Witness has they don't even have what Bible do they even read?
They got their own Bible. I can't remember what it's called. I can look it up.
Yeah, look it up real quick, right? Because that's another thing too. They have their own Christ. I believe they have a Christ where it's like their Christ is like the image of their own. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say an Asian comes in, his Christ looks like him. You know what I'm saying? Or I think it's the Jehovah's Witness. I want to say it's Jehovah's Witness. If not, then it might be the well, what's the ones that are always riding on bikes with the white Mormons? You see, you already know who it is. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
That translation that the Jehovah's Witness came up with is called the New World. Let me see. I think it's the New World Translation. The New World Translation is the one from the Jehovah's Witness.
Right, the New World Translation. That's what it's called. New World Translation. They said, yeah, New World Translation, and also the brother, the brother said that's right. They got the golden tablets. That's the Mormons. The Mormons believe that I forget what his name was. I think it's John or Jonah or something like that. Went into the woods, dug up the tablets, and it was like the Ten Commandments, and that's how they got the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Which is like that's all religion. That the same story, the same thing that you're getting from that is the same thing that Christians, are doing. You know what I'm saying? Same thing that Mormons, Catholics, Buddhists, all these other religions, Muslim, all of them, they're just making up their own God. You know what I'm saying? One serves wood, the other one serves stone. You know what I'm saying? One serves, golden tablets, you know what I'm saying? And the other one serves a pile of rock. You know what I'm saying? They're all worshiping something. You know what I'm saying? But it's not the true and living God. You know what I'm saying? And another thing too, they taking from this word. You know what I'm saying? All of them, all of these religions take from the main source, which is this Bible. You know what I'm saying? Our records. They take our records and make it their own. You know what I'm saying? The thing is that this record is for us only. You know what I'm saying? This record is for only us. But guess who doesn't know that? Give me Matthew's 10:5.
In the book of Matthew, chapter 10, and verse 5. These 12 Yahweh sent forth, and commanded them, saying, Go not into the way of the Gentiles,
Right, go not into the way of the Gentiles. Keep going.
and into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not, but rather go to the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
But go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel, right? The people who are lost, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we are lost sheep. We are lost sheep that, our pastors, what I'm saying, our religious leaders have scattered us. You know what I'm saying? Our religious leaders have scattered us, have destroyed us. And now we don't know who we are. And now we don't know what to worship. You know what I'm saying? We go from religion. It's crazy how, you know what I'm saying? How you go from one to another to another to another to another, right? Usually you take up the religion of your mother or your father, right? Then you grow older, right? Which is what my parents did, right? My parents they took the religion of my grandparents worship, which is Catholic, and from there they jumped into what? Into Christianity. From there they jumped into Mormons. You know what I'm saying? And from there they went on. To be honest, I don't even know what they're worshiping now. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like everybody's worshiping something different. You know what I'm saying? And nobody's serving the true and living God. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's doing what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? Every what they believe, right? But they don't know for sure, right? That's why the Most High said, I see that, they have a zeal, but not a zeal according to knowledge. You know what I'm saying? We want to worship the Most High. We most definitely are looking. We're jumping from church to church, from religion to religion, searching and finding. You hear about in your have you found God? You worship this and that. You know what I'm saying? But because we don't understand this Bible, you know what I'm saying? Because of who is teaching us, you know what I'm saying? We get misled. You know what I mean? We get false information. We get led astray. You know what I'm saying? And for that, that's how you divide a nation. You know what I'm saying? Give him something that, how do I put it? It's like this, right? Slide. You know what? Give me Ezekiel 34. Give me verse. Read verse 2.
It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 34, and verse 2. Son of man, prophesy against the shepherds of Israel. Prophesy and say unto them, Thus saith the Most High Power unto the shepherds. Woe be to the shepherds of Israel that do feed themselves.
That what?
That do feed themselves.
Go ahead.
Should not the shepherds feed the flocks?
Keep going.
Ye eat the fat, and ye clothe you with the wool. Ye kill them that are fed, but ye feed not the flock. The diseased have ye not strengthened.
The what?
The diseased have ye not strengthened.
Keep going.
Neither have ye healed that which was sick. Neither have ye bound up that which was broken.
Right.
Neither have ye brought again that which was driven away. Neither have ye sought that which was lost.
Right. Neither have ye brought again that which was driven away. Neither have ye sought that which was lost. Keep going.
But with force and with cruelty have ye ruled them.
With what?
With force and with cruelty have ye ruled them.
Right. Keep going.
Verse 5. And they were scattered because there is no shepherd.
They were what?
They were scattered because there is no shepherd.
Right. If you don't have someone to guide you, you are what? Blinds leading the blind. You know what I'm saying? Now you're just, destroyed. Now you don't have no guidance. It's like a compass with no, with no direction. You know what I'm saying? It's like a plan it's like a blueprint without a plan. You know what I'm saying? It's like, where do you even start? You know what I'm saying? Where how do you get to what you need? You know what I'm saying? It's like, and that's what your preachers have done. You know what I'm saying? The preachers are there for you to what? To guide you, to teach you, to feed you, and to show you a better way. You know what I'm saying? But what's their better way? What's their solution? Their solution is vote or die. You know what I'm saying? Their solution is vote or die. You know what I'm saying? Their solution is, just pay your 10% or sometimes even 20%. You know what I'm saying? That's that doesn't help no one. You know what I'm saying? Water baptism helps no one. You know what I'm saying? When has it helped? I haven't heard of a crackhead. You know what I'm saying? Like, it hasn't helped no one. The words of the Most High telling you to stop smoking weed, telling you that what? That sex is marriage helps. You know what I'm saying? It tells you what? You know what? Sex is marriage. Now I gotta watch who I put, who I go into. You know what I'm saying? Who I lay down with. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Christian church has destroyed the morals of blacks and Hispanics. That's what they done. It destroys your your integrity. You know what I'm saying? Imagine that. Imagine you don't have self-esteem now, being black, being Hispanic. You know what I'm saying? You don't have a self-esteem. You don't feel good about being Mexican. Why? Why? Because these religious leaders let all these other nations, let the president, let other people talk down on the Mexicans. Let other nations talk down on the so-called Negro. You know what I'm saying? Like, all these other people we get walked all over by all these other nations, and all we want to do is join them. That's our solution for everything. Teach them to love us. You know what I'm saying? Teach them about what? Our culture. We got to teach them about our history in order for them to understand us. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. It's like they know our history. They know our culture. They know our history. They know what they've done to us. And we got to teach them how to be humane. It's like, it's ridiculous. And that's what your Christian pastor has done. Your pastor has what? Scattered. Keep going.
Verse 5. And they were scattered because there is no shepherd, and they became meat to all the beasts of the field when they were scattered.
When we were scattered. When we were scattered, when we were divided, we became meat to every beast of the field. So one by one, they could easily destroy us. One by one it's an easier defeat when they're what? Apart. But when we're united, when we're together, you know what I'm saying? When we gather together, we're stronger. I mean, who can open up a fist? Who can break your fingers with a balled fist? No one. But when us being separate, us being, anybody could just go like, easily. You don't have strength by yourself. Same thing, like if you ever worked with wood, it's easier to break. For instance, like it's easier to break the snap of one pencil, but trying to snap 10 at the same time, it's hard, man. It's hard, right? Like it's and that's what our leaders, right? Meaning, when it says our shepherds, it means our religious leaders. You know what I'm saying? They scattered us, and when they scattered us, guess what happened? We became meat to every beast of the field. Meaning, all these other nations, right? All these other nations benefited off of our oppression. All these other nations benefit off of our oppression. And now when another black man dies, guess what? You can march. Yeah, you can go ahead and march. You can go ahead and vote. You can go ahead and, vote. You can do whatever you could do all these things, right? But guess what? The killing will never stop. You know what I'm saying? The killing will never stop. And you think it's your brother killing your brother. You know what I'm saying? A white man killing your brother. A white man is your brother killing your brother. That's what you think. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing that is an act of war. When another nation kills another nation, that's an act of war. When a brother kills another brother, that's an act of crime. You don't understand that. Why? Because you love everyone. Therefore, you hate your brother. Get out of those Christian church, man. Stop believing in your religious leaders, man. Stop believing in your pastor, man. Question your pastor. You know what I'm saying? Look, I've been here for what already? An hour and 33 minutes. I'm over here asking, ask your questions. Ask your questions. You know what I'm saying? And in here, we will most definitely, you know what I'm saying, get back with you on your question, right? Brother brought out Isaiah 1 and 3, right? Excellent one. You know what I'm saying? The ox knows his master, the ass his master's crib, but Israel does not consider. I'm over here paraphrasing, right? Isaiah chapter 1 verse 3 says, the ox knows his master and the ass his master's crib, but Israel does not know. My people does not consider. My people don't like. If you say you love God, you know what I'm saying? Which everyone has said before, right? Love him in truth and in spirit, right? And don't lean into your own understanding of what God is. You know what I'm saying? Now you're making up your own, right? There's only one God. Ephesians 4:4, right? One God, one way to serve him, one doctrine. You know what I'm saying? One way to worship him. You know what I'm saying? One way to love him, right? Keep his commandments. His commandments are not grievous, man. Right? Stop thinking that you know God, man. None of us do. We never I didn't know who the Most High was. I didn't know who Christ was. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know what was inside this Bible. All I knew, it was a bunch of, books and pages, and it was just extremely long, and there's so many names, and you know what I'm saying? I didn't know nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? And being in the world, you thought this was like what? Rolling paper, because of how thin it was. You know what I'm saying? Brothers were talking about, oh, have you ever smoked out of a Bible? That's what we were into. You know what I'm saying? Being in the world, you interested in flesh, in carnal. You know what I'm saying? But once you remove that from you, man, you see things completely different. You see life completely different. It's like, when you have, you know what I'm saying? When you have brothers above you, when you have a shepherd, when you have Commander Jerry Yohana, guiding you, you know how to live. Okay, you know what? That's wrong. I'm not doing that. I know I heard about that. I heard about that in class. That's not good. You know what? I'm gonna stay away from that. This is good right here. You know what I'm saying? You know what? I've heard about this situation. You know what? Let me call my my camp leader to check in with him. You know what I'm saying? Let me get counsel on this. You know what I'm saying? That the greatest thing about ISUPK is that we got, you know what I'm saying, we got counsel for everything. You know what I'm saying? It's like black court over here. You know what I'm saying? We'll give you the most righteous, honest answer. You know what I'm saying? The answer that you don't want to hear, but it's good for you. You know what I'm saying? We got the answer that you need to hear. Right? Galatians, right? Am I therefore your enemy because I tell you the truth? I don't know, man. Awake to righteousness and sin not. I speak this to your shame. You know what I'm saying? 1 Corinthians, 15 and 34. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you get in here, man. Get in these classes. Pay your tithes, man. Pay your tithes. You know what I'm saying? Because there's only one way to serve the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Like we read in John 4 and 22. Ye worship, ye know not what. We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jew. You know what I'm saying? That was Christ speaking. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know what I'm saying? ISUPK is the home of the truth. You know what I'm saying? Whether it offend you or not. You know what I'm saying? Take it up with the Most High. Right? But with that, I pass the class over to Priest and Officer Parat.
These are the ISUPK security announcements. We're the ISUPK, start out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. These are the rules for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They will be saluted only. They're here to share themselves with the world, and if they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if the brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to that brother and sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other, and after this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find this in Numbers chapter 18 and verse 21, and Malachi chapter 3 verses 8 through 10. The word tithes means 10 from the Hebrew, ma'ashra. 10% of every penny of any increase the Most High gives you, give it to the Treasury Department or to the teacher. Priest funds, which are free will offerings for the priest, they're not mandatory, but but that whatsoever amount that you would like. Upcoming holy convocations, we have the Passover coming up April 15th. Cocoa Beach, Florida. Go to ISUPK.com. You can make your reservation there. Pay your Passover fees as well. Also, make sure if you come into the physical school, put in the school's address into the GPS for Google. And that'll just help boost our stats on Google as well. All right, if any brother wants to become a trooper in the school, make sure you start wearing all black. That includes black boots, black shirt, black pants, and black headband and scarf. And with that, we're going to give the teacher a courtesy salute. So, then we our body, please stand. Shabbat, Amadim, Barak, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabbat, Yadi Matah, class dismissed.